Hey everyone, just doing a video on Knipex, whatever you want to call them, these pliers. Up till for the longest time I had channel locks, everybody has channel locks, and they were good, but I moved those into the house when I got a set of gear wrench. And the gear wrench are great, slip jaws, water pump pliers, whatever you want to call them. I mean, they work good, they grab, they do what they're supposed to, but they're not the best. I mean, these are good. They're still new practically. I've only had them since Christmas. So the teeth are still sharp and they're good. But when you get the Knipex, these pliers, I mean, they're just in a whole nother level. They just grab everything. They bite and they don't slip. There's no slipping. You know, you have to push the jaw to move them. I'm sure most of you guys have seen them or used them, know of them. And so what I did today was I grabbed a set of these kind of pliers. They're multi-purpose plier wrench with the smooth jaws. And the same thing, you can adjust them. And they just grab awesomely. I was going to do a demo. I'll show you. Move the camera over this direction. Just hold on a sec. I set a bolt in the vise, or nut in the vise with a bolt going into it. And I started to torque it down. What I was gonna do is I tightened it down with these, thinking I'll tighten it as far as I can go, you know, and it started getting tight. And I thought, okay, well this should be tightening off. I was gonna do it as tight as I could with these, and it just grabs phenomenal. Like, it's way faster than an adjustable wrench because you just release your grip, and it's like using ratcheting adjustable wrench basically. The grip is phenomenal, and it doesn't mar up the hex, the sides of the bolt. And so what I was going to do was torque it to, this is set at 35 pounds right now. But in fact, I was able to, with the pliers, the ply wrench, whatever you want to call them, I tightened it so much that it fits nicely too. Right into the corner. If you look, there's a notch in there. So it just fits perfectly. And you can adjust these for various size bolts you're doing, you know, from bigger ones up to that big. I believe it says what? Yeah, up to 1 3/4 inch or 46 millimeters. So yeah, that's pretty big. So they're really handy. They weren't cheap. They were $55 Canadian at Home Depot. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon or wherever you are in the United States quite a bit cheaper. But yeah, it kind of ruined my demo that I was doing because I just simply using those pliers, I was able to completely strip the bolt. I don't know if it stripped the bolt. Yeah, then the nuts, well, the threads in the nut are pretty toast too. And the bolt are thread. So it was able to tighten those enough that it wrecked the threads on this. And I couldn't do that with a regular slip joint plier. It just wouldn't have the hold that these do. I mean, these have their place, they're good and everything, but these are just phenomenal. I mean, I wasn't so sure. A guy I know uses them and kind of says, well, go and buy them. If you don't like them, I'll buy them off you. So I bought them, and I'm not selling them to him. These are incredible. They just grab on so well. Like, I'm not squeezing all that hard, and they hold on really tight. I saw a demo online somewhere on a Facebook group where a guy actually used a bigger pair. These are what are these, 10 inch? He used a 12-inch pair to actually remove a lug nut. So it would have been probably 80 foot-pounds off his car. And he took the lug nut right off with these. So I highly recommend these. Of course, I recommend the regular pliers, but the flat, smooth-jawed pliers are just awesome too. They're both well worth having. These were about $39 at Home Depot Canadian. These were $55, sorry. So, like I said, I'm sure you can find them cheaper online somewhere, or maybe in your hardware store in the US. USA is a lot cheaper than Canada, of course. I highly recommend them. I mean, regular pliers have their place, but these are kind of blowing them out of the water. So anyway, thanks for watching, and buy yourself some pliers.